Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm about to embark on what could be a very scary journey for me, and it's the next step on this Daihatsu Mira. So I would like to start bodyworking the rest of the mirrors so I can hurry up and get this painted. But there's something that's holding me back, and that's these decals. It'd be really nice once a car's painted to refit the stickers, something like this, how it left the factory. But unfortunately, these are unavailable, new or aftermarket. So normally that's not considered a problem. What you can do is you can speak to your sign writer or your sticker making company, and they could probably knock something up pretty similar and you can whack them back on, no problems. So that was my original idea, just get somebody to replicate the stickers and whack them on once it's painted. But I think that'd be too easy. So when making up new graphics of any description, a computer's used mainly, which is a problem for me because I really can't use computers. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with somebody like me with hardly any computer knowledge. Am I able to reproduce these graphics by myself? So if you do find yourself in a position like me where you want new decals but you don't want somebody else to do them, and you do fancy doing them yourself and you have no computer knowledge whatsoever, and you decide to take up the challenge, here's what to do. So in the first box we've got a little accessory set there with some tools in. I've got this here, transfer tape, and here are small rolls of vinyl. Let's just crack one of these open. So I actually went and ordered quite a few different colours. Unfortunately for me, there's a combination of grey, silver, gold, red, white, etc. So I've had to order all the colours to get a similar colour to the original graphics. So this is the machine I've purchased. It's a Brother scan and cut machine. As it says in the title, scan and cut, what I can do is I can actually do a design and load it into the machine, and it will scan it and actually cut it out in vinyl. So that's handy. But as well as that, I can use a computer. Well, I can't use a computer. I'm going to try and use a computer to design the logos, send it to the machine, and then it will cut it out on the vinyl with any luck. So here's the machine here. Let's hope it does the job. Also inside the box, there's a couple of cutting mats, a scanning mat. What else have we got? Power supply there. Oh, that's the blade for the machine. Oh, and a spoon, like the one you get with Haagen-Dazs, because ice cream's always enjoyable. So this is a bit of a long shot, but I'm going to try and heat up and remove this sticker so I might be able to replicate this Mira logo. Unfortunately for old graphics and decals over the years, they do become brittle, but I'm going to try heating it up and peeling it off. You never know. So I guess at this point, the first thing I need to do is a test. Make sure it's all working okay and set up. So that's the first sticker, test sticker. Extremely unsuccessful. I haven't even made a dent through the vinyl. So I'm going to adjust the blade here and let's see what happens. I'll do it again. So a little bit of faffing around on the blade adjustment, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Nice and sharp. That looks good. So here's the original Mira decal. It's actually really thick, and I'm a little bit reluctant to try and stuff it in this machine, so I think it'll probably damage it. So what I've done is I just went down to the local convenience store and I just photocopied the logo. Hopefully I'll be able to scan one of these and maybe not that one, it's probably a bit too dark, maybe this one or this one. Scan one of these and cut it out of vinyl. Let's see what happens. So it's probably a little bit difficult to see there, but that Mira logo looks pretty damn good. Okay, so that's what I've come up with. I've managed to cut the rectangles out of red vinyl, and then I've stuck the white Mira logo over the top. I mean, it's not so bad. Some of the bits of the writing aren't totally sharp, and yeah, I know this one here is a little bit wonky, but I'll redo that one. But if you just compare it to the original one, I think we're going to get away with that. So the rest of the stickers out on the vehicle are not something I can easily scan like I did with this one. I'm going to have to, I hate to say it, I'm going to have to use the laptop and yeah, try to replicate the actual text and then send it to the machine to be cut out of vinyl. Let's see how we get on. So I very roughly traced out the decals on the side of the car, just so I can take them inside and use these for measurements, so I can actually use the computer to replicate these. Actually, I'm unable to put the car into the house, and although my wife is very understanding, I think it would be the end of our marriage if I tried putting the Mira on the coffee table. So yeah, tracing them was the best option. And as with the other Mira logo, I've managed to heat this up and kind of save it, just so I can copy the font and I'll be able to measure them, get the size correct, and also this EFI bit as well. Oh, come on! Yes, 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 yes. No, no, no. No, I don't want it there. I hate computers. So when it came to designing the graphics for the side of the car, I used something called Brother Canvas Workspace, and it seems to be pretty good. I struggle with all these kind of computer things, certainly this isn't my forte, but I did manage to get the turbo logo pretty good and the spacing between the letters and the heights correct. But this font wasn't actually available, so I actually downloaded it, but it seems to have done the job and it's pretty similar. So what I've been doing, once I've designed a sticker and I'm happy with it, I've just been saving it on the dongle and then putting it straight into the machine, and it's been cutting it. Well, I'm not going to lie, that took a lot longer than I expected. In fact, I think at the start of the video, I didn't have a beard, but I've managed to grow one. That's how long it took. So it took me absolutely ages to try and figure out what font to use and adjusting the spacing and all that kind of stuff that I really don't understand, but I think I've actually cracked it. As you can see, looking at this decal here, it's a little bit of a guessing game, but to be honest, as long as it's close, I'd be happy. This one at the back here, I'm not entirely sure what that originally said. I can just about make out it has the letters EFI. I'm not sure if it's supposed to say with intercooler there, or even whether it's supposed to have a Daihatsu logo there. So I'm going to have to do a bit more research on this particular one. So what I'm going to do now is just hold up the decals to the originals. Let's see how close they are. Okay, so that's the first one. It's pretty close. I think I'll get away with that one. Yeah. So this one here where it says with intercooler EFI, I wasn't entirely sure what colour this was supposed to be. I'm guessing it was a grey, but it could be a silver or reflective. But anyway, I've done it in grey. Okay, so straight away with this one, I can see that there's a little bit of an issue. On this one here, it has an outline. This one here, I've done it as a solid colour. But that's okay. These are just the kind of trial stickers. I can easily print that one out again. But as it goes, I'm pretty happy with the colour and the font and the length. Yeah, just a little bit of tweaking. So now it's this Mira logo, white on red. This one was slightly different as I heated up and removed the decal on the other side and actually ran it through the scanner on the Brother machine. It's come out like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Next up is the TR and then the XX. I can already tell just by looking at the sticker that the X isn't quite right. It does need a little bit of tweaking, maybe a bit of moving about. But it's pretty close. Okay, at the back here we've got the Mira, and I believe that's supposed to say Daihatsu. Well, many years ago it said Daihatsu. And this one here, which is like a dealer logo, Daihatsu Saitama. So I've actually replicated that one as well. Yeah, I don't think that one's so bad. I think that'll look quite nice. It looks pretty similar. Yeah, I think that will finish it off. And on the other side here, Turbo TRXX. Something like that. I think I need to redesign these X's. I'm not quite happy with those. But it is really difficult to see what it looked like originally. And the final sticker is this one here. That just goes on the bonnet. So I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I will need to do some tweaking here and there to get the text right. But what's really important with this experiment is now I know that I can replicate the stickers, I can then carry on removing the stickers to do the rest of the bodywork. So even with my horrific computer skills, although it did take a long time, I did manage to reproduce the graphics to a certain quality, and I'm almost happy with them. But the great thing is, I didn't have to ask somebody else to produce them for me. I've made them at home, and it's something that you guys can do too. Thanks for watching as always. See you next time. Cheers!